will be difficult for us to deceive ourselves by not saying that the population of Christian Muslim population in Nigeria is high. And so politicians after one election are already planning for the next election. And you know that Tinubu rose to power under a lot of controversy. And one of the most significant of the controversy is the fact that he's coming on a Muslim ticket. And so if he has an opportunity to show Nigerians and those naysayers that he has religious tolerance, irrespective of the fact that he's a Muslim himself, that his wife is a Christian, and so he has tolerance to whatever religion anybody around him wants to practice. For me, it's just a PRO effort. Well, the constitution empowers him to allocate our resources to things that he deems necessary. That's what the constitution says he should do. However, it has to go through some budgetary provisions, supplementary, or whatever name you want to give it. But the truth is that the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as start today, allows the president, at his discretion, to plow resources of our country into areas of need that if deems necessary, and he deems will be in the interest of national cohesion, national progress, and development of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. To that extent, he has done absolutely nothing wrong.
All right, let's look at our next story for today. This one is on agriculture. Nigeria has sought assistance from the United States government to address critical issues affecting the country's agricultural sector. Vice President Kashim Shettima initiated discussion during a meeting with the U.S. Special Envoy for Global Food Security, Gary Flower, as part of the diplomatic engagement in the United States of America recently. We seek the support of the United States government, be it technical or otherwise, towards addressing challenges in our agricultural sector. Shettima said in a statement. He emphasized mechanization is essential, good quality seed, fertilization, improve agricultural practice, smart agriculture. These are the situations we seek. We seek because our entire focus is on increasing yield and improving productivity. It thus goes beyond the mere engaging use for production. I am here surrounded by other stakeholders and with figures, facts, and knowledge, making this partnership easy and smooth sailing, the Vice President stated. He assured the U.S. Special Envoy for Global Food Security of the Tinubu's administration readiness to collaborate with relevant stakeholders, not only to enhance agricultural productivity in Nigeria, but across Africa. He affirmed that Nigeria would sustain existing relationships with partners in the agricultural sector and nurture their allies for continuous growth and the development. When the president resumed office, the first thing he did was collaborating with the international body for the sustainable development of agriculture, security, and all of that. And we have another one here, which I will always say is not a bad thing, but how would this partnership impact local farmers and communities in Nigeria? And will it prioritize the sustainable agricultural practice as they are actually calling on them for partnership?
Well, the responsibility of government is to provide conducive environment for businesses to thrive in the various sectors. And if in this sector they've decided to look at agriculture and having partnership with the Department of the U.S. on food security, well, as Nigerians, I always believe that the government of Nigeria has a way of always bamboozling us with a lot of promises. They will do a lot of paperwork in Nigeria. So we just come, go to before the camera, sit down, speak big grammar, give you very objective ideas that even the elephant can use to fly with. And then at the end of the day, after 8 years, we see little or no result. If we go back to the books now and check all the agricultural partnership engagements that the Buhari administration did, and then vis-a-vis. Well, let us hope that the Tinubu administration can surprise us. I am in the middle of being an optimist and a pessimistic Nigeria. I haven't seen more than enough government in Nigeria. I do not believe that the Nigerian government, at least from 1998 till today, has had what it takes to attend to the needs of the generality of Nigerians. It is basically paperwork, basically just talk. We are tired of the talk show. If the vice president wants us to believe him, we want to see that whatever support that we're giving to farmers through this partnership is not given through the political wards, the political units, and the local government areas, council leadership to share, in which case they still go to share to the same people. It is the same people who will receive the 25,000 poverty alleviation program that government said they want to pay to poor households. It is the same people who are going to benefit from the agricultural loans. It is the same people that if government want to give loan for small scale businesses, it's the same people that will get. And you know why it is the same people? The reason is that they give it to the leadership of the party. The leadership of the party distribute it according to the local government chairman. The local government chairman distribute it according to the party wards. The party ward distribute it according to the party units, the ward units. The ward unit distribute it according to the strength of the stakeholders of those units. And so government is going to share 5 different things. Ordinarily that should supposed to have gone to 5 different set of persons, but still going to the same hand. That's why we are not seeing results. Say a man is giving a keke nape, for instance, a tricycle in Nigeria as a way of trying to engage more persons to have something to do. And a keke nape, a tricycle, is given to a man who has an SUV. Of what economic wisdom is the fact that you are giving keke, what we call keke in Nigeria, is a tricycle. Now, that you are giving keke to a man who already has an SUV, who already has a Range Rover, who already has maybe a Rolls Royce, and you are giving him keke because why? He is the political leader of the community. So when they are saying that 2 keke is going to Unit 1 in Ward 1 of Obiakpo, for instance, it is the leader of the party in Obiakpo that takes it. When they are saying they want to empower farmers in Obiakpo in Ward 1, it is still the leader who collects the farming implements. When they are saying banks should give soft loans to small scale business owners who do petty businesses, it is still the leader who takes this. So what it means is that the man can decide to give one to the first daughter, another one to the first son, another one to his wife. And then the development efforts of government is still situated within the same household. So how else will other persons in that community benefit from the policies of government? This is why we end up not getting result of whatever efforts, however beautiful those ideas may be.
Now based on what you have said now, with this partnership now, there is no how money would not be involved. And we saw yesterday in a story where House of Rep is ready to, they called on Accountant General to give, come and explain how the money that was released for COVID-19, how the fund were used. And then we also saw where House of Rep, they actually, they called on some personnel to come and explain the 20,000, the 20 million that disappeared from the money that was supposed to use for census. There is one thing is common in what I just said. They always set a body to do something, and then at the end of the day, maybe because they didn't follow up to see how the things that what they were asked to do has been implemented, and then they will now end up doing investigation after all. So I'm asking, will there be a monitoring and evaluation system in place to tackle the process and effectiveness of this partnership to improving this food security? Not afterward, we'll be hearing that yeah, some amounts of money were actually released, but at the end of it, they will not know how it came about, will not know what happened. They will keep on doing investigation upon investigation. Would they set up monitoring body?
Well, I can assure you that from my experience of Nigeria that I know, they have every single monitoring group that you want in this life. Everybody. However, I can also assure you that those people will not do anything. They will still not function. See, the Nigerian system is put in a way that it is dysfunctional. We have a very dysfunctional system. So we have people who are supposed to investigate the activities of a particular individual, who are supposed to investigate an agency of government. Take for instance the National Population Commission. It was supposed to conduct a census, I think in about June. At the end of the day, they end up not doing it. Now we are hearing that 20 million naira cannot be explained. You think the money just left on it to grow wings and fly? No, somebody stole it. Now, if you set up an house committee to go and investigate how that money was stolen, we will just see that there was a committee. We just know the name of the committee members. After that, they will hear about the committee.
What investigation is ongoing?
What investigation?
We hope that the
House that investigated the money that missed in Ikoyi in Lagos, over about 43 billion naira. Where is the report? That investigation was done almost 4 years ago. Where is the report of that committee?
Well,
is it that the committee members died?
That way, didn't have reports. Then doesn't mean that
the
we will
one
not have
that snake swallowed 23 billion naira. Where is the report? Is it the one that the EFCC boss was alleged to have taken over 2.5 billion naira to go and spend for 1 week vacation in Dubai? And then the House of Reps set up a committee to investigate the propriety or otherwise of that allegation. Up to today, have we had any report? So the problem with Nigerian government is not knowing what to do. It's the fact that it is a dysfunctional society. The setup is so crude, is so corrupt, that it is set up to fail from the day it is set up. It is established to fail.
All right, let's hope that we'll have result this time. And like we said, we'll say congratulations, Nigerian, as looking at the step that the federal government is taking to collaborate with Nigeria for the purpose of food security, for America. All right, the next one is on security. The chairman, Senate Committee on Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Sarafadan Ali, has called on the stakeholders to create a conducive environment for journalists to operate freely without fear of reprisal. Ali, who represents Oyo South Senatorial District on the platform of All Progressives Congress (APC), made this declaration in a message issued in commemoration of the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists. A UN-recognized international body observed annually on November 2nd. The lawmaker said on Thursday, through a special advisor on media, Mr. Akim Abbas, stressed that conducive environment must be created for journalists to operate freely without fear of reprisal. He added that the press freedom was essential for upholding democratic value and promoting transparency. Ali lamented that it is disheartening that journalists around the world have continued to face threats, harassment, and violence from both state and non-state actors on a daily basis. He regretted that all these challenges are major hindrance to journalists performing their roles as expected. Ali said, as we commemorate with the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists, it is crucial for us to recognize the significant role that journalists play in the society. We honor and remember journalists who have lost their lives in the pursuit of truth. Like he said, it is disheartening to know that journalists around the world continue to face threats, harassment, violence, which has really hindered their work. And you are a journalist. I'm asking, what specific measures are being implemented to ensure safety of journalists in their work? And I will also ask, have you experienced any harassment before?
Incidentally, I report for my office for the House of Assembly. I'm part of the House of Assembly press corps. We were there on Monday when the drama of the impeachment saga happened. And we had tear gas enough, and then the spray water and all of that. We were in the convoy of His Excellency the Governor, and at the end of the day, all of that drama happened. I remembered in 2014, in Okrika, we were still covering the speech of then Governor Rotimi Amechi, and then before we know, there was shooting from everywhere, and we had to scamper for safety. There was another incident in Asrama in Andoni, where we had the then deputy chairman of the PDP in Rivers State, who was decamping from the PDP to the APC that day. It was not an easy ride. We ran for our lives by the shooting there. So there are several, these are personal experiences that I'm explaining. There are several other experiences that has happened, and the truth is the Nigerian government and the Nigerian society does not take the importance of the media in Nigeria as much as it should. So we are only important to the leaders of Nigeria when they want to speak. If they want to address a press conference, we are very important. If they want us to cover their electioneering campaigns, we are very important. But when something bad is happening to journalists, nobody remembers us. There is nothing that has been done by government that any of us can remember that is geared towards protecting the integrity, the sanctity of the media practice in Nigeria, other than the fact that Section 34, 36 of the Nigerian Constitution recognize the role of the media as part of the structures for building an egalitarian democratic society. Apart from that, just a clause in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, nothing else.
Well, Alias called on
confidence.
Alias called on stakeholders to create conducive environments for journalists. Like you said, nothing has been done. We hope that this time something will be done so that we will not lose all our journalists. All right, last story for today is on electricity. The Enugu Electricity Distribution Company says the loss of electricity supply in the entire Imo is as a result of industrial action by the organized labor union in the state. This is contained in a statement issued by the EEDC's head of corporate communication, Mr. Emeka Eze, on Thursday in Enugu. EEDC wishes to inform its extant customers in Imo State that the loss of supply currently being experienced followed the industrial action by the organized labor union in Imo State. This led to the union shutting down our source of supply at Egbo Transformation Station, leaving us with no energy to distribute to our customers. As a result of these developments, the whole of Imo State is without electricity supply, he said. The EEDC spokesman, however, assured the good people of Imo that the company is on standby to restore supply once the industrial action is called off. And I'll ask, when is this going to be called off? Are there any plans to address the root causes of the labor strike to prevent similar blackouts in the future? You know, most times when organization or people embark on strike, they always do that according to them. This is the only way the government can hear them, can listen to them, can pay attention. But I'm not saying that they're going to fix this power supply the moment this industrial action has been called off the strike. When would that happen? How long are they going to be in this blackout?
Well, as long as NLC is still on strike, the possibility that they will return power supply to the homes of individuals in Imo State is nothing close to sight. So the thing would be to call on Governor Obuzodinma who is seeking a re-election on the 11th of November this month to please um, meet with the leadership of the NLC, if not for anything. He cannot continue to allow economic activities to be crippled in Imo State. Workers are not going to work, and then um, people who are supposed to man various industry are no longer going and doing what they ordinarily do. And so it is important that the Opuzodinma administration sees beyond whatever issues, protracted issues, it had with both its state chapter of the NLC, and then of course the national party, where of course we have news of the malhandling of the national president of the NLC. And so whatever the issues are, he should please get various labor leaders who can talk to the NLC, both at the Imo State chapter and the national chapter, so that they can call off the strike, and then the Egbu transmission company can start to function normally, so that it does not continue to reduce the economic fortune of the state. Because you know that still in the east, up to this moment, on Mondays they actually don't do anything industrial on industrial scale, and so they have lost Monday already, and today is Friday, meaning that the whole of this week they've not been able to do anything serious, and it is affecting the businesses of both individuals, private companies, and public organizations. And so the governor, who swore an oath to protect the life and property of every Imo citizen, should be interested in the economic progress of its citizens, especially on the someone who is on the verge of a re-election. He should please, Governor Opuzodinma should do something about it. He needs to stand up. He needs to negotiate with labor leaders, address their concerns, address whatever grievances they have, so that they can return Imo State to its pride of place. They need to go back to their economic facilities and do their businesses, because they are mainly business people. And so when there is no power, it is difficult for these people to conduct their business activities. So please, in the interest of the ordinary citizen of Imo State, Governor Opuzodinma should please do something, relate with the labor leaders, and address whatever their grievances may be, so that they can return back Imo State to where it should be, and where ordinarily a state like Imo should have been by this time around.
And something really needs to be done, joining my guest to say the governor really needs to do something, looking at the long-term consequences, and these people are really into businesses. So if nothing has been done, there will be a long-time consequences. We are saying it again. So the governor should look into it, call a roundtable meeting, negotiate with these people, and then do something for the sake of the people. This is a much we can take onto the Society Watch. Thank you so much, Mr. Iwo Romo.
Always a pleasure to be here.
It was good having you. Thank you for your time. I am Immaculata Jacob Irikana. Join us on all our social media platforms, Facebook and YouTube at Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok at Atlantic TV Network 1, Twitter at Atlantic TV Net, or you can watch us live on our website at atlanticnetwork.tv. Do remember that peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Continue to stay connected on ATM Socials. Till we come your way next time.